The USDA Secretary acknowledged Oklahoma farmers want trade, not aid. During a stop in Oklahoma City on Wednesday, U.S. Agricultural Secretary Sonny Perdue addressed the concerns of farmers and ranchers who are nervous about the trade policies of President Donald Trump. The Oklahoman's Justin Wingater was there as Perdue spoke to a roundtable of state agricultural leaders before luncheon at Cattleman's Cafe in Stockyard City.
We're having an evolutionary farm bill this year rather than a revolutionary farm bill, and it's much to his credit of getting it right, not necessarily fast in that regard. So I think you all still need to understand what happened back then in 14 and when we got what we have now that we can build on, and that's what's happened. I think you will see the seed component going back in from an insurance perspective. Probably the dairy and the cotton safety nets didn't work as well as they had hoped, and I think everyone will acknowledge that. That's why you do it every 5 years, and we can tweak that, and I think they are. The House certainly has from the seed component portion of cotton in that way.
On Monday, Perdue announced the USDA will not extend beyond 2018 a $12 billion aid package for farmers harmed by retaliatory tariffs imposed by Mexico, Canada, China, and the European Union. Those tariffs are in response to American tariffs and the Trump administration's efforts to restructure trade deals between the U.S. and key allies. Oklahoma's entire congressional delegation attended the event, along with Governor Mary Fallin. Representative Frank Lucas, an expert on agricultural policy who represents the state's northwestern half, said he hears trade fears often from farmers and ranchers at town hall meetings.
Based on my interaction with the committee and interaction with my colleagues, I think that the House now is at a point where I believe my old ranking member and my friend, the chairman, Mr. Conaway, are very close to the same page in where we go. If that's indeed the case, then I'm optimistic that perhaps we'll have a unified House position before too long. We'll see how the Senate responds to that. That's the policy side. Now, on the political side, you know, there's this little event coming up 6 days, and about 6.5 hours from now, we'll be over with called an election. I personally believe that that will help make things a little simpler for all the players in coming to a focus.
If you're curious, the lunch at Cattleman's included beef, pork, and chicken.